Boom. What's up? Boy, is it fun to not take responsibility for stuff and just wield the stress endlessly. Destroying yourself, turning to sources of dopamine, not knowing when your craving will stop. Yeah, so I'm enjoying some old school RuneScape right now. I just said that jokingly, referencing the beginning of a video I just took down before this one. Grail got to it, so my entire audience was satisfied, or not even satisfied, but let's just say blessed with another video. Yeah, so there's that. In short, it was, I'm a bigger person. Like, I'm physically bigger. That was like the intro to it, which is the crazy thing, because I feel like I just gotta buy a bigger table and bigger chairs and stuff. Being here, I just moved into this newer place, so it's excuse me. It's what is the word? How do I want to say it? I brought a metal chair because I told myself that, I'd like to have a new seat for myself, a new chair, and so yeah, schnoopily dooply. I still haven't bought that. I'm rocking this metal chair still, but I'm like hunched over and I'm at this lower table. And that's kind of how the beginning of the video started. Then from there, I was like, oh, wait 1 second, I gotta be right back. I had to use the bathroom, and I also wanted to change my shirt. I was like, oh, I think this is like the third day in a row I may have relaxed into this quality goods shirt. And so, yeah. That wasn't really important or a reason I would not publish or make private a video I did. Next, I released a video about me. I was very livid. I got very enraged because, well, I elaborated on that whole size thing, I believe, and then I recorded 8 minutes of. It was kind of complainy, I will say that. But I was just kind of venting, and I like to use this to not have to think about things or wear stuff on my mind anymore. And just kind of let it out there and be like, okay, well, cool, it's out there. Plus, I don't need to feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's something about just sharing stuff, like, somewhere along the line. This could be viewed by somebody, like, years from now, and it might be valuable, like, in some freaking way. So there's that element that makes it really cool to me. But anyways, so yeah, there's like this 8.5 minute second chunk of that video, and I kind of hammered home what I wanted to say. And when I say these things, I just pretty much take off the filter from my brain to my soul and just express myself aloud and be one with my expression. And that's very one of a kind, like one-time dealy, Even as I explained even as I just explained the last video, it was just like, oh yeah, you're never gonna get the video from the actual moment of me feeling it and then just becoming one with the story or expression of that feeling. So that's usually what the value in these is as well, where they're not redoable for me, at least, or at least I don't wish to, because then I show up and I'm like, let me act like I'm feeling this one way, or like, let me just get in tune with a yesterday's feeling or vibration. Like, that's not, like, I don't want to be yesterday's me ever. Yeah, so I ain't got time for that. I mean, maybe there's like very constructive vibrations, but I feel like even then, wielding them for an entire day, then growing onto your next one, what? Like, I'm supposed to, go back to yesterday's, pre-living yesterday's me and just play that out again? Like, get out of here. No. So, I did like 8 minutes of a video after that first little tidbit, changed my shirt, and, yeah, I really did this from the heart stuff again, and it was something. I don't really even recall what it was anymore. Like, I literally let go of these things after I say them, and then they're just behind me forever, thankfully. And I free up some RAM. It's like a C cleaner on the computer. So, yeah. Anyways, I then stopped the recording, and it was 0000. So it then didn't save. And Apple's products, they have this really poorly designed element to them where if, say, I'm recording a voice recording or even a video recording, this I guess is effective here too, and then I hit stop, it will then, like, it won't, like, if you say, so like my storage, it's kind of on the end, but it's not completely gone. I have like 7 to 8 gigabytes usually of free space, which is enough for a quick little small photo booth video like this, or something to be stored in voice memos. But I'll get into these little chats, and then instead of Apple's programming cutting it off and stopping the recording and just saying, hey, we can't record anymore, there's not enough space, it literally lets the timer keep running, and it shows you, it tells you, it lies to you the programming, and it which is man-made, that, like, so somebody had to make the decision that this was the proper way for some odd reason. It was the proper way to program this feature. I don't know, I would consider it a bug. But hey, I guess there's some worms in apples sometimes, right? So yeah. Anyways, yeah, so what it'll do is it'll just show you that you're recording the whole time. It'll let you pour out your heart, this one-time thing in this time period where you just let go of something that you have inside, that you've stored, you've bottled up, maybe you've refined, and you're ready to let go of and express. So it's this stored expression that's unduplicatable stored expression, I'll say. And it gets to the end of that little recording period, and then you hit stop, and then you go to find your video, and it's just a gray little box, and it says 0000, or your voice recording. Voice recordings, literally, when it's done this to me, oh my god, I've had like 20 minuters where I'll literally just like let loose and go crazy and be like, let's find out what I can do with my voice today, and let's have a fun time. And I'll get hyper musical, and I'll be like one with my music, and I'll be grateful as heck that I got that out of me, breaking a sweat. And I'll look down at the recording or the phone, and it showed the whole time it was recording, because I would check throughout the fucking recording. And hit stop, and then boom, it's gone. As if it never existed, and that time never happened. And it makes no sense that you would program a product that way. So yeah, I have very, very big trust. Even now, I'm looking at it at the time, and I'm like, it could do it to me right now. So I can't even trust that this recording, I can't even be at peace with this recording right here because of the poor shit show design that Apple. See, that was it. I get a little angry, and I get like name calling when I start to express this because of how outrageous it is to me. So that was the 8 minutes went by and I never would get back. So the second half of the video I took down, then I made private, was me raging, me just raging, like childish rage, but like it needs to be said. Like, this is a big problem with their products. It's the Achilles heel. It's like something that will, if you fix it, I'll be grateful and we'll move on. Versus if you don't, it's the Achilles heel. It will make me sell these products or even contemplate not minding tossing $1,000 in the garbage can. It's outrageous. So yeah, but that's like borderline weak pussy threats. Like, oh, I'll do this if you guys don't do this. Like, okay, we don't give a shit. You bought our product. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I'd love to help tarnish the brand, along with, I'm sure, a lot of other people that maybe experience this flaw. So there's that. But anyways, the second half of the video came down to me calling people names and angrily justifying how stupid that programming is. Like, not justifying, that's a dumb way to word it. But I was pretty livid. And yeah, so I ended up making it private. And if this video gets 10,000 likes, I'll make it unprivate. So, yeah, so there's that. And, yeah, only seen by Grail's eyes. And other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good day. I'm going to stop this recording. I want to just let it roll, honestly. I just want to let it roll. I'm going to just give it my trust right now. Because then you see this 9 minutes, 50 seconds of just, like, from the heart, real update that I let go of after I say. it could be gone. Like, imagine this video never existing or being made. There's dozens of those. So yeah. Anyways, that's one thing that I'm trying to combat and yeah, get past. But I'm gonna leave it there and say farewell. And yeah, video of July 15th, 2021. Farewell.